the spotlight in Toronto wasn't focused on just one player anymore. It was shining on one of the most fascinating partnerships in tennis. The moment Venus Williams and Alex walked onto the court together, the atmosphere changed. Fans weren't simply watching another doubles match, they were witnessing two generations of tennis share the same side of the net. One is a legend whose career has inspired millions around the world. The other is one of the fastest rising stars in the game, fresh off the biggest singles title of her career. Together, they formed a partnership that immediately became one of the most talked about stories of the Canadian Open. Their reunion had been weeks in the making. The partnership was originally expected to continue in Washington, but Alex made the difficult decision to withdraw from doubles so she could focus entirely on her singles campaign. It wasn't an easy choice, especially knowing she would miss another opportunity to compete alongside one of her childhood heroes. Alex made it clear that the decision came from respect. She wanted Venus to have a partner capable of giving 100% physically and mentally, and after returning from an intense stretch of competition, she knew she wasn't ready to make that commitment. Looking back, it proved to be the right decision. Alex went on to produce the tournament of her life, capturing her first WTA title and defeating a series of elite opponents on the way to the championship. By the time she arrived in Toronto, she wasn't just another promising young player anymore. She was a champion carrying enormous momentum into one of the biggest tournaments of the season. That made the reunion with Venus feel even more meaningful. Speaking before the tournament, Alex couldn't hide her excitement about sharing the court with the seven-time Grand Slam singles champion once again. She described every opportunity to play alongside Venus as something she deeply values because of everything she can learn from a player with such extraordinary experience. Beyond the tennis itself, Alex spoke warmly about the incredible atmosphere she expected in Toronto, knowing that both the Filipino community and Venus loyal supporters would create a memorable environment inside the stadium. When tournament organizers officially awarded the pair a wild card into the doubles draw, excitement spread almost instantly. It wasn't difficult to understand why. Seeing one of the greatest players in tennis history team up with one of its brightest young stars created a storyline that reached far beyond doubles. Fans wanted to know whether this partnership could become something truly special. Their first appearance together earlier in the season had already offered encouraging signs. In Bad Homburg, they showed impressive chemistry from the beginning, earning a convincing opening round victory and demonstrating that their contrasting styles complemented each other remarkably well. Venus later praised Alex as an outstanding partner, a compliment that carried enormous weight coming from someone who has shared the court with many of the sport's greatest players. Toronto presented the opportunity to build on that promising beginning. Of course, doubles tennis rarely rewards reputation alone. Across the net stood an experienced pairing that understood exactly what it takes to succeed at this level. Liudmila Samsonova brought tremendous power from the baseline, capable of controlling rallies with her aggressive ground strokes, while Miyu Kato contributed exceptional touch, quick reflexes at the net, and years of doubles experience. Together, they had already collected multiple WTA doubles titles, proving that they possessed the chemistry and tactical understanding needed to challenge any partnership. That experience made them a dangerous opening round opponent, regardless of the excitement surrounding Alex and Venus. The matchup highlighted one of the most fascinating aspects of doubles competition. Individual greatness is important, but teamwork ultimately decides matches. Successful doubles teams communicate constantly, anticipate each other's movements, and develop an almost instinctive understanding of positioning. Those qualities cannot be created overnight, no matter how talented the players may be. That's why so many fans were eager to see how quickly Alex and Venus could continue building the connection they first displayed in Germany. Their games naturally complement one another. Venus brings decades of experience, a commanding serve, and unmatched presence on court. Alex contributes speed, consistency, intelligent shot selection, and outstanding movement. Together, they create a balance between power and precision that gives opponents several different problems to solve. Just as importantly, they appear to genuinely enjoy competing alongside one another, something that often becomes a hidden advantage during difficult moments in doubles matches. Every encouraging word between points, every smile after a well-executed rally, and every shared celebration helps strengthen the partnership even further. For Alex, this experience offers benefits that extend far beyond the doubles draw. Few opportunities exist to learn from someone with Venus Williams' knowledge of the sport. Every practice session, every conversation, and every match provides lessons that cannot be taught anywhere else. Whether it's handling pressure, making tactical adjustments, or understanding the demands of a long professional career, Venus represents one of the greatest mentors a young player could hope to have. Alex has openly embraced that opportunity, recognizing that every moment spent alongside the American legend contributes to her own development as a complete competitor. That's what makes this partnership so compelling. It's about much more than trying to win a doubles title. It's about two athletes from different generations sharing experience, building mutual respect, and creating memories that neither will forget. One continues adding remarkable chapters to an already legendary career. The other is writing the opening pages of what many believe could become a legendary career of her own. Toronto has given them the chance to bring those journeys together once again. Whether the partnership lasts one tournament or many more, one thing is already clear. Whenever Venus Williams and Alex walk onto the same side of the net, the tennis world stops to watch. And judging by the excitement surrounding their reunion, this may be only the beginning of one of the most captivating doubles stories in the sport today. Their first experience together had already shown plenty of promise, but it also revealed one important truth about doubles. Talent alone isn't enough. In Bad Homburg, Alex and Venus reached the quarterfinals before falling to an experienced team that had spent months building chemistry together. That match highlighted the small details that separate established doubles partnerships from newly formed ones. Communication, positioning, anticipation, and trust all develop over time, and those qualities often become the deciding factor in close matches. Toronto offered another opportunity to close that gap. Waiting across the net was another experienced pairing that understood the demands of doubles tennis better than most. Miyu Kato and Liudmila Samsonova had already collected multiple WTA titles together and knew exactly how to exploit even the smallest hesitation from a new partnership. They represented the kind of challenge that would reveal whether Alex and Venus were simply an exciting storyline or a team capable of making a genuine impact. Alex faced another obstacle before the doubles match even began. Earlier that day, she had battled through a demanding singles victory over Alicia Parks, a match that required enormous physical and mental energy. Playing two high-level matches within hours is never easy, especially after the exhausting weeks she had already experienced. Yet throughout this remarkable season, Alex has repeatedly demonstrated an ability to recover faster than many expected. After capturing her breakthrough title in Washington, she spoke about finishing the tournament feeling stronger than when it began, explaining that every match had helped her improve and discover more about herself. That confidence now carried into the doubles court as well. The atmosphere waiting inside Sobeys Stadium only added to the occasion. Long before the players walked onto the court, excitement had spread throughout Toronto's Filipino community. Interest became so overwhelming that tournament organizers were forced to move the match onto the main stadium after demand far exceeded expectations. Thousands of supporters filled the stands, many carrying Filipino flags and proudly wearing Alex's colors. What began as a doubles match had transformed into one of the tournament's headline attractions. Tournament officials admitted they were surprised by just how quickly tickets disappeared once Alex's schedule became official. Every seat filled represented another reminder of the incredible connection she has built with fans across Canada. Then came the moment everyone had been waiting for. As Venus Williams and Alex stepped onto the court together, the applause echoed around the stadium. One side of the net featured decades of greatness. The other represented one of tennis' brightest futures. Watching them share the same side immediately felt special. From the opening points, their chemistry appeared stronger than ever. Alex moved confidently around the court, covering every corner with remarkable speed while constantly looking for opportunities to move forward. Venus brought the calm leadership and experience that only years of competing at the highest level can provide. Together, they created a balance that made each player better. Alex's energy allowed Venus to play with greater freedom, while Venus' positioning and decision-making helped guide the younger star through important moments. Across the net, Kato and Samsonova refused to be intimidated. Their experience together showed through clever positioning, aggressive net play, and excellent communication. Every point became a tactical battle, with both teams searching for tiny openings that could shift momentum. Yet Alex and Venus continued to respond. They celebrated the small victories, encouraged one another after difficult points, and gradually settled into the rhythm of the match. The confidence they had displayed in Germany was now even more evident. Every game strengthened the belief that this partnership possessed genuine potential rather than simply attracting attention because of the names involved. The opening set reflected that growing understanding. Alex's quick movement allowed her to track down difficult shots and keep rallies alive, while Venus used her powerful ground strokes and outstanding court awareness to take control whenever opportunities appeared. Their contrasting styles blended naturally, creating constant pressure on their opponents. Each successful exchange brought louder cheers from the crowd, and with every winner the energy inside the stadium continued to build. The Filipino supporters made their presence impossible to ignore, turning the match into an atmosphere that felt closer to a home event than an international tournament. Even when Kato and Samsonova raised their level, the new partnership refused to lose its composure. Experience often becomes most valuable during difficult moments, yet Alex and Venus handled those situations with impressive maturity. They trusted each other, stayed positive, and continued executing their game plan instead of forcing low-percentage shots. That patience proved just as important as any spectacular winner. Long before Toronto, Venus had spoken confidently about Alex's potential as a doubles partner. She believed that with more opportunities to play together, they could develop into a genuinely dangerous team. Watching them compete in Canada, it became easier to understand exactly what she meant. Every match they play adds another layer of familiarity, another opportunity to strengthen communication, and another chance to build the instincts that define successful doubles teams. Those qualities cannot be rushed, but they can certainly grow. By the time the final point was played, the message was unmistakable. This wasn't simply a celebrity partnership created for headlines. It was a team with legitimate promise, combining one of the greatest champions in tennis history with one of its fastest-rising young stars. Their victory represented more than advancement to the next round. It confirmed that the chemistry first displayed in Bad Homburg was real, and that together they have the potential to challenge some of the strongest doubles teams in the world. For Alex, it was another valuable step in a season filled with unforgettable milestones. For Venus, it was another reminder that her competitive spirit remains as strong as ever. And for tennis fans, it was proof that the story of this remarkable partnership may only be getting started. The final score only told part of the story. Anyone who watched the match understood that this victory was about far more than advancing to the next round. It was proof that the partnership between Alex and Venus Williams is becoming something genuinely dangerous. When they first joined forces in Bad Homburg, there was plenty of excitement, but also plenty of uncertainty. Could two players from completely different generations develop the chemistry needed to compete against established doubles teams? Their opening tournament provided the first answer. They announced themselves with an impressive straight sets victory, showing flashes of brilliant teamwork before eventually falling to one of the tournament's top-seeded pairs. Even in defeat, there was a feeling that something special had begun. Toronto became the next chapter of that story, and this time the partnership looked even stronger. Across the net stood an experienced team that understood every detail of doubles tennis. Liudmila Samsonova and Miyu Kato had already built their reputation through multiple WTA titles together. Their communication was instinctive, their positioning was polished, and they had spent countless hours learning each other's movements. Normally, that kind of chemistry gives an established team a clear advantage over a newly formed partnership. But Alex and Venus refused to let experience become the deciding factor. From the opening games, they matched their opponents point for point with confidence and composure. Every successful exchange strengthened the belief that this partnership is developing much faster than anyone expected. Their greatest strength wasn't simply power or athleticism. It was trust. Venus trusted Alex to chase down difficult balls and create opportunities around the net. Alex trusted Venus to make the right tactical decisions in the biggest moments. That mutual confidence allowed both players to compete freely instead of second-guessing each other. It's an element that can't be measured by statistics, yet often determines who wins the biggest doubles matches. The crowd added another unforgettable dimension to the evening. By match time, Sobe Stadium had transformed into a sea of excitement, with Filipino flags waving throughout the stands and thousands of supporters creating an atmosphere that felt more like a home event than an international tournament. The energy was impossible to ignore. Every Alex winner sparked another roar from the crowd. Every successful volley from Venus drew another standing ovation. The connection between the players and the fans created an intensity that seemed to lift the partnership at exactly the right moments. Tournament organizers had originally planned for a much smaller stage, but overwhelming ticket demand forced the match onto center court. Looking around the packed stadium, it quickly became obvious why. This wasn't just another doubles contest. It had become one of the marquee attractions of the tournament. Alex brought relentless movement, quick reactions, and fearless aggression whenever opportunities appeared at the net. Venus contributed decades of experience, calm decision-making, and the ability to recognize patterns that only the greatest champions develop over time. Together, they balanced each other's games beautifully. When Alex covered impossible angles, Venus controlled the middle of the court. When Venus unleashed one of her trademark returns, Alex was already moving forward to finish the point. It looked less like two individuals sharing the same side of the court and more like a partnership that understood exactly how to maximize each other's strengths. That's what made the performance so impressive. They weren't relying on spectacular shots alone. They were winning through teamwork. Every point reflected better communication, smarter positioning, and growing confidence. Those qualities usually require months or even years to develop, yet Alex and Venus appear to be building them with every match they played together. It's easy to understand why Venus spoke so highly of Alex after their first tournament. She recognized not only her talent, but also her willingness to learn and adapt. That combination creates enormous potential in doubles, where continuous improvement often matters just as much as natural ability. By the time the match reached its closing stages, the momentum belonged entirely to the Dream Team.